Hey guys, back again with yet another book review. And this one is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Kebra Nagast, I guess. And it's The Glory of the Kings, The True Ark of Covenant. And it's basically a book about Solomon and the Queen Sheba and their somewhat of their backstory and how Israel lost to Ethiopia as far as having God's grace. This book was really interesting. First of all, I was like, please don't be like the Bible. I don't know. I can't read the Bible, y'all. It is too much of that old English, and it just gets in my brain. But this one was written more in modern English. It was daunting for me. It's not a hard read, it's easy read, but just processing it and listening to it was kind of boring to me. But it was kind of interesting because the Bible is crazy. There's just so many things within it that are crazy to me. There's you're only supposed to marry one woman, but yet this man Solomon had 400 wives and 600 side chicks, what they call them, concubine. And then he went and slept with the Queen Sheba, the Queen of Ethiopia at that time, and told her the way that they were worshiping was not the right way, and that they need to follow the God of Israel instead of the gods, and worshiping nature and things like that they were worshiping. And she just went with it and thought it was great because he was full of wisdom, which he was, a very wise person, but you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So he was still being blessed and stuff, but then he fell because they took something to Ethiopia, because he sent some of his people to Ethiopia and they took some from the church. And so then God's praise went to Ethiopia instead of being with them. And then he got with an Egyptian princess or something, and I'm spoiling the book, but he got with an Egyptian princess and started, I guess, worshiping their gods and goddesses. And so God was not happy with that. And so he fell. But I'm like, how did he fall from worshiping that but not sleeping with all these people? And they're both, according to this Bible, both of those things are sins and stuff like that. And then there's just other parts in it where it's you got to go through all these tests in order to get any benefit or whatever. And I don't understand that, because as when I was Christian, I was explained things like God is our, our Father and stuff like that. And I don't test my kids. I mean, I'm not the best parent in the world or anything, but I don't test my kids. I give my kids benefit of the doubt. I guide them. If they mess up, then we talk about it. If they need consequences, we have consequences. But it's in this book, which I mean is the Bible, is I need you to do this, but in order to do this, you're gonna have to do a whole bunch of work. It's not just oh, go to Walmart and get me some candy. It's I need you to walk to the furthest Walmart in your area and then run around just crazy stuff, you know what I mean? Just crazy stuff. And then, but if you don't want to do it, you have free will to not do it. But if you don't do it, then I'm going to turn my back on you and I'm not messing with you no more. And so then you can figure it out. You know what I mean? And to me, that's just too much. Why would anybody be like that? And to me, God is love, and God is going to understand, just I'm love, and I understand when my kids mess up, and I may not like things that they do or approve of things that they do, but I know they're my kids. I know that they're going to mess up because I was a kid and I messed up, and God is supposed to know that we messed up, and we, he sent his son. I don't know if it's in here because it didn't really say it, but he sent his son to die for our sins. So then we should not have to pay for certain things, but we do. And so the book just left me really confused. I really, really, really promise you that I had more questions than answers after I finished this book. And it was just something that didn't sit right in my soul. But it's an interesting read if you reading about history and biblical stuff and things like that. So I would somewhat recommend it for people who want more information on that story. But at the same time, it was just a little bit too much, a little bit too contradictory, which a lot of people say about the Bible anyhow. And again, I just don't understand why you have to go through so many tests in order to be blessed, like, and not just like regular, like little school tests. You got to go through like a Navy SEAL test in order to get, you know, what you need and stuff like that. So that's weird to me. And then like, even like within the Bible, like the sacrifices and different stuff that they act like we're crazy for, with, you know, this spiritual lifestyle or witchcraft lifestyle. But I haven't sacrificed nothing, like no animal, no human, no nothing. And I just love, you know, nature and the things that we're blessed with and stuff like that. So I don't know, it was just weird. But I hope you enjoyed the review, and into the next video. Bye.